Hello and welcome from Bandung here in Indonesia. I've arrived yesterday on the Whoosh train from Jakarta, which is not only the first but also the only high-speed railway line here in Indonesia. And today I find myself near the Africa-Asia Conference Museum, which is just over there. At some point there was a major conference between the African and Asian states here in Bandung. But Braga Street is just around the corner. We will explore that as well. I'm going to show you guys my Airbnb. But for now, let's walk around Bandung and see what the city has to offer. Let's go. For whatever reason, I see a lot of people walking around in costumes like that guy or these over there. Not too sure why that is. Could be because of the Disney Snow White musical or whatever. Or it could be completely unrelated. I don't know. If you guys have an idea, please let me know in the comments. But this over here is another monument to commemorate the Asia-Africa Conference. Some stones with the participant countries on them, like Guinea-Bissau over here. Let's see what that stone is. But yeah, every stone is a different country. So this one would be Ghana and has a flag on it as well. Here's the Bandung city sign, and over there is a mosque. And this looks to be the main mosque of the city, so let's see if we can enter that. Also, you can see the coffee shop behind me. The coffee culture, the cafe culture in the city is absolutely insane. The coffee shops are so vibey, they're all outdoors, and the weather here is so much nicer than in Jakarta. It's really not that hot here. And you can really see the Dutch influence in the buildings over there. This one says Indra Busana. The building's obviously a bit older, a bit dilapidated, but it's very vibey. And let's try to cross the street. Alright guys, I left my shoes in the locker, and now we're heading into the mosque to check it out. It's definitely really beautiful. The architecture is amazing. It's not the oldest mosque, but also not brand new. Very interesting. And here is the entrance. You know guys, mosques are not only a place of worship, but also a place of rest and a place of community. And this is exactly what we're seeing here. It's obviously not prayer time at the moment. People are just chilling out and enjoying their day. While it is not super hot outside, it is much nicer in the mosque. So yeah, great place, and this is what it looks like. It's decorated for Ramadan. Look at that guys, there's a carriage pulling a whole family. There's like 10 people at least in there. And then let's talk about how beautiful the buildings are in this area. Look at that, I don't know what that is. This looks like some sort of tower, but probably just a townhouse. And this is the main postal office here in Bandung. Just look at it. This is 100% Dutch. A colonial building, and even the streets are so nice. They're very green. It just feels so amazing walking around the city. And here is a better look at the mosque. It's very interesting how these walkways, the sidewalks, are all covered, whereas the street is mostly a one-way street. It reminds me a lot of the city of Davao in the Philippines. Not necessarily the buildings, but the structure and the layout of the city is very similar. There's a market here, and of course I can't really not go inside there. Look at this. This is pretty awesome. It looks like a wholesale clothing market, perhaps. Wow. Hello. It just goes on and on. You can get so much here. Shoes, backpacks, even a little corner store over here with water. Wow. And it's definitely all covered. Pretty old building, probably still from colonial times as well. And it continues over here too. Hello. I think we've made it to a pedestrian street over here. You see the mosque is just behind me, and this is pretty cool. There's a little market going on today. It's a Saturday, so a lot of people are out and about. I want to talk about safety real quick. So far, Indonesia has been incredibly safe. I have not felt threatened anywhere I went, and I've been here for 9 days already. So yeah, very safe country. That's a bit wild though, selling knives. Hello. Hi. People so friendly and very engaging. Look at the amount of motorbikes over here. There's so many, they have different guards for them, just in case no one takes the wrong bike, I guess. Also crossing the street's a real challenge here, but we can do it. Just need to walk. Okay, find the gap. It's just like Vietnam. Just as stressful, but also just as rewarding when you make it. And here's a little store. That looks super cool. Hello. Okay, he was not very engaging. Generally, I feel very, very comfortable in Bandung, and I like it even a bit more than Jakarta, to be perfectly honest with you guys. Look at that store over here, guys. So many different I don't know, spices, pastries, whatever. There are some fish cakes, rice cakes, whatever that is. Very, very cool. There's a second floor as well. Very vibey store. This right here is the Sudirman day and night market, which features a lot of different food stalls. We can definitely walk through and have a look. Hello. Look at these already. This is very nicely decorated. I've eaten here yesterday, and it's very, very cool. It's very diverse. Food from different regions of Indonesia. And the coolest thing of all is that it's not just on the street level, but there's actually a second floor as well, with this cool view of the palm trees, of the surrounding buildings, and of course of the food court itself. That is so cool. Look at that, guys. This is street art of Sudirman Street, and there are cats on there. And I've actually seen a pregnant cat yesterday, which was probably the cutest one I've seen in Indonesia so far. And guess what? She's back. There she is. Let's see if we can film her little face. She's very cute. Anyway, guys, I'm on my way to Jalan Braga now, the walking street where I started the video, because I want to show you guys all the cafes. And tomorrow, maybe I'll come back and I'll jump on the Bandros, which is basically the hop-on, hop-off bus here in Bandung that takes tourists around the city. That would be a really cool video, wouldn't it? Also, guys, please let me know what type of fruit that is, because it looks like a big lime, which it cannot be. A mix of a lime and, I don't know, a melon? Not too sure. But, hello, everyone. There's the Bandung tour bus, Bandros. There it is, guys. That's what I want to jump on tomorrow to explore the city. And maybe we can do a proper tour video here in Bandung. Can you believe that this hotel is only about $25 a night, or about 400,000 rupiah? This is insane. It looks so stunning from the outside. Golden Flower Hotel. Actually, why not check out the little post office here? I know it's not the main post office of the city, because there's actually a post office museum. But wow, look at this building. This is 100% colonial, and it's absolutely stunning. Wow. This is beautiful. Let's see what the backyard looks like. Well, that's not bad at all. And here we have some tiled roofs, which are also very common in Java. Wow. And this seems to be some sort of old bus. Probably part of a museum or installation. And it says Hino AM. Wow. These food trucks are very common in Bandung. I was out last night and they're everywhere. During Ramadan, it is very hard to find these food stalls during the day. But then after maybe 5 p.m., 4 or 5 p.m., so about now, they start to come out and start to sell food. But luckily the cafe culture here is so nice and so advanced that you can always find a nice cafe with coffee, with good nasi goreng. So that's not a problem at all. Look at this river over here, or this stream. I'm not sure if that can be classified as a river, but that is very beautiful, very vibey shot. Behind me, you can see some street photographers. I don't know why, but there's a lot of guys with camera who are helping you take photos for a fee. I don't know why that's popular, but it's a pretty cool concept, and I haven't seen it anywhere but here in Bandung. We're now pretty much at Braga Street. There's more coffee shops around here than anywhere else. I honestly thought it was going to be a lot harder to find food during Ramadan here in Indonesia than it actually is. It's actually so easy. A lot of stuff is open. It's a more narrow street, not only for pedestrians, but mostly a few cars here and there, and mostly very nice coffee shops, a bit more high-end. Some of the best food in the city is found here. And look at that kitchen alone. That looks good. Look at that cafe over here. It even has a photo booth, and that's something I've seen in many food and drink establishments here in the city. Look at that one. Let's check it out. Alright guys, I just ordered a butterscotch coffee, latte or something, around here. There it is. Thank you. I've never seen a cup like this. This is really high-end. It feels not like a normal coffee cup, which is quite interesting. And then they actually spelled my name right, Henrik. There we go. This is where Rick Drift, my YouTube name, comes from my actual name. I just took half of it. Well, that was an amazing coffee. I would say one of the best I've ever had in my life, which is insane. This is the place. I'm not sure what it's called. Journal Riza, perhaps. It also says Marty Pizza on the other side. But if you're ever on Jalan Braga in Bandung, I would honestly recommend coming here. I would go out of my way to go here because that was just so good. Anyway, I'll catch you all when I'm back in my accommodation. On the way back to my accommodation, there's a really cool clock tower with some bicycle riders there. But we're also going to pass the railway. Hopefully we can catch a train on camera. They're pretty common here. The railway crossings here are so chaotic. You see, when a train comes past, there's a sound and the barrier comes down. But there's only one barrier on this side. We're going to wait for a train to come, and I'm going to get that on camera. How about that, guys? And there he goes. Let's wait for the train. And there it comes. This is an economy train. And you will see, guys, once it goes past, it will take 5 seconds for this barrier to go up again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and... Okay, there it goes. And everybody comes streaming past again. How awesome was that? That right there is the tower that I'm living in. I think it's called Taman Sara Apartments here in Bandung. I'm going to show you my accommodation in a different video. But for now, I'm going to end this one, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like. Please comment what else I should do here in Bandung, whether I should go on a day trip, whether I should see something else in the city. And also subscribe, because there will be a lot more content from Indonesia in the coming weeks. With that, I'm going to see you all very, very soon in the next one, and bye for now.